Meet ABC Financial Advisors. Beth, a client services representative, needs to collect a power of attorney to onboard a new customer. In the past, she would have emailed the document and waited weeks to get it back. Today, with Notarize for Business, she can prepare and send the notarization electronically. Instead of hassling the customer to visit an in-person notary, she can pay for the cost, or not, and allow them to complete the notarization online in minutes, saving ABC and her client hours of frustration. When Beth signs in, she sees the Notarize for Business dashboard. It shows the current status of all transactions created by ABC's employees. When creating a new transaction, she can upload a document or use a template for frequently notarized documents. Here, Beth enters the customer's name, email address, mailing address, and internal account number, so the transaction can be linked to her company's internal system. She writes a custom message that will appear in the email, and ensures the annotation tools are enabled so that the customer can fill in their information. Before sending, Beth prepares the document by filling in customer details as needed and identifying which fields require a signature. She can review the transaction details one last time before sending the document. From the dashboard, Beth can track the progress of the document as she waits to receive the notarization back from the customer. As the customer receives, reviews, and notarizes the document, she'll see the status update in real time. The customer receives an email informing him he has a document waiting to be notarized. Tapping "Let's Go" will take him directly to the Notarize app to begin the notarization process. The first step is confirming his personal details, his name, address, and date of birth. Customers must confirm this information before every notarization. If this were Chris's first time using the app, he'd have to fill in his details, but since he's used Notarize before, it's already saved in the app. Unlike an in-person notarization, a remote notarization must validate the customer's identity via antecedent proofing using knowledge-based authentication. The standard for ID verification is much more stringent than for an in-person notarization, and dramatically reduces fraud in these important transactions. Customers must input the last 4 digits of their social security number for every notarization performed. Next, Notarize queries third-party databases, such as credit files, to generate identity challenge questions that only the intended person can answer. The customer must answer 5 questions within 2 minutes. If they fail to get at least 4 answers correct, they must try again with a new set of questions. If they fail again, they're locked out of the app. Once the questions are correctly completed, the customer has proven their identity to the legal standard required by Virginia law. But Notarize goes above the standard and verifies the customer's driver's license as well. Each driver's license contains unique hidden features. Notarize performs a software-based forensic analysis to inspect and validate a customer's ID. All the customer has to do is take a picture of the front and back of their ID. The customer's identity has now been validated. The entire identification process typically takes less than 1 minute. Once the customer has identified themselves, they may fill out their document using tools directly within Notarize. He can also see the information that has already been filled in by Beth. Once the customer has filled out their document, they confirm they're ready to connect with a notary. This is the Notary Portal. Notarize has a dedicated staff of notaries online 24/7. Each notary has completed a background screening and is trained to interact with your customers and service documents for use nationwide. As soon as a customer taps Connect, a call appears in the notary's dashboard. The notary clicks Start Session to begin the live call.
Hi, welcome to Notarize. I'm Sandra. I'm a commissioned electronic notary in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I'm authorized to notarize documents for use nationwide. Before we proceed, do you understand and consent to having me conduct a remote notarization in Virginia today?
Yes, I understand.
And do you understand that this notarization will be recorded?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any questions before we get started?
No, all set. Thanks.
During the conversation, the notary is responsible for visually inspecting the customer's ID and comparing it against the person in the call. If the notary has any concerns, or if your customer is unable to proceed, they may simply click to terminate the notarization.
Great. First, could you please move your iPhone to show me around the room that you're in? Thank you. And are you participating in today's notarization freely and without coercion?
Yes, I am.
Great. Now tap the pen tool in the top right. Please tap where you need to sign and select signature. Do you know the contents of the document you're about to sign?
Yes, I do.
The customer can quickly sign on their screen with their finger. As the customer signs, the notary maintains view of the signer at all times. Once complete, their signature instantly appears on the document.
Do you consent to using this electronic signature as your signature on this document, with the understanding that it will have the same binding legal effect as a pen and ink signature?
Yes, I do.
Once the customer has signed the document, the notary takes over and fills out their notarial details. The notary adds their name, commission number, commission expiration, signature, and seal. The customer can see in real time as the notary applies their details. At this point, the notarization is complete. On average, the entire process takes less than 6 minutes. The customer is spared the hassle of returning the notarization to ABC, and Beth doesn't have to wait for it in the mail. It appears instantly in her dashboard. If Beth ever needs to verify the transaction, she can see the customer's details. She's able to watch a video recording of the notarization, as well as preview and download the notarized document. A process that has always taken weeks can now be completed in a matter of minutes with Notarize for Business, eliminating the hassle for ABC Financial and their customers.